Hello, I am Feedback Gaming. I'm collaborating with Paradox Interactive to give you a tutorial on governments, politics, and factions in Hearts of Iron 4. There are 4 government types in Hearts of Iron 4. Fascists, Democratic, Communist, and finally, non-aligned. These ideologies represent where they will lean at the beginning of World War II. For example, the United Kingdom and France, if you click on the factions map mode, which is F10, you see are part of the Allies, where fascist nations will lean more towards the Axis, such as Germany and Italy. The final major faction is the Comintern, which is represented by communism. Non-aligned works differently. The faction they get involved with depends on a few factors: world tension, what other factions they border, and who's declaring wars around them or declaring on them. How do you change political ideologies? Every nation has a focus tree, and within that focus tree, you have options to go down different ideologies. For example, as the German Reich, you have the option, instead of going historical with Rhineland, you've got the option to go for oppose Hitler. This will open up the path for the monarchist non-aligned path and the democratic path. Some national focuses will instantly flip you to that new ideology, so going from fascism to non-aligned or democratic. Another way you can flip, if you get 60% of the ideology that isn't your ruling party, you'll have the decision to fire a referendum. This will flip you to that ideology. Democracies can't justify to declare war unless that nation has created lots of world tension. Also be aware that you've got the special occupation law of local autonomy, which is the best for building compliance. Fascists have brutal oppression, and communist nations have got liberated workers. That including that fascist and communist nations have no limitations on who they can justify on for war. What are factions? Factions represent military alliances between nations, which will help each other in offensive or defensive wars. At the start of the game, you have the Axis, the Allies, and the Comintern. However, you do have the option via national focus to create your own faction, like this, as well as the option to join the existing factions. As a third option, if you are a nation that's not in a faction, you can go to the faction leader, in this case Germany, right-click on them, and if you meet the requirements, you can ask to join their faction. The main 2 factors preventing you from doing that are lack of ideological support, world tension, or enough relations. World tension can be increased by justifications for war, annexation, or certain national focuses. And it is represented here in the top right of the screen. If you click into it, you can see who's generating world tension. Other factors that can affect your nation is stability and war support, represented here. If you hover over stability, it will show you the benefits and how different elements of your country are increasing or decreasing it. It will benefit you with less resistance in occupied territory, overall more factory output, as well as more political power. War support will allow you to mobilize your manpower faster, more defense and attack on your own core territory, as well as more command power. Be aware, if stability or war support drop below 50%, you have a chance of a crisis happening, which could cripple your economy, your military, or your nation as a whole. Now you should have a basic understanding of government, politics, and factions. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more tutorial videos.